Hello, my friends. I would like to talk today about a very small apocrypha text that belongs to the tradition of Christianity and is called the Slavonic life of Adam and Eve. And I don't want to talk about its origin, who wrote it, where or when it was written, but about the content. What is in there? The first problem in the Slavonic life of Adam and Eve, which is the description of the life of Adam and Eve before and after the original sin. The first problem that I found there was, I would say, the problem of authority. Adam lost his authority over life that God created after the original sin. And Adam had to restore it somehow. So let us imagine this original sin situation. Eve and the serpent, under the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they created or manufactured somehow, I would say, a monstrous form of life. A very dark, very destructive form of life that was going against God's creation, against what God designed. Eve was terrified after that. And Adam, of course, covered it up for her, and they were hiding together in the garden after the original sin. But God appeared to Adam, and God told him, listen to that, I did not create your wife, Adam, to command you, but to obey. Why are you obedient to your wife? Why do you obey or follow your wife instead of following God's commandments, God's laws, God's regulations? Adam was confused. He could not find the answer. And after that, God sent to Adam his archangel Joel with a mission to ask Adam to rename creation once again. So Adam was there once again, sitting in the garden, renaming creation, giving names to all the plants and animals once again. Therefore, he was restoring his authority over creation. He was kind of reconsecrating everything for the sake of God once again. Therefore, the proper harmony was restored in creation. And I would say the proper hierarchy with Adam on the top once again. That's what we should do anytime we sin, anytime we get in touch with something dark thought, emotion, whatever it is. We should rename our, creation, which is simply what we own, our property, our household, our children. We should reconsecrate them and ourselves for God's sake. So when you sin, you create something monstrous, a form of life that is going against God's design. So you have to reverse this by renaming everything. Anytime you sin, you bless your household after you sin, and you reestablish the presence of God in your life. That's very important to understand. So that's the first thing. Regaining authority over creation is very important for us. This is how God created us, human beings, to have authority over creation. The second thing in this Slavonic life of Adam and Eve is the thing of, I would say, seriousness of faith. Adam and Eve, they were very serious about what happened to them. Adam even told Eve after the original sin, Eve, I wanted really to kill you. It was something monstrous that was coming out from this tree of knowledge of evil and good. I wanted to kill you, but I saw you repenting, and my heart went out to you once again. Adam and Eve, they were really repenting, but also fasting a lot. Adam ordered his wife Eve to go to the river of Tigris and to submerge herself in that river for 40 days and nights up to her neck and fast in this way. Adam was fasting for 44 days in the river of Jordan, submerged to the hair on his head. That's how serious it was for them. Nowadays, many people are just joking about faith. They see faith or Jesus Christ or God as a good addition to the comedy lifestyle, okay? They make business on it. They just advertise it. You cannot do those things with faith. Of course, faith is very joyful as an experience, but do not change it into a comedy, into a joke. You know, I see that content every day, you know, some kind of Christian message. And in the background, you have those, you know, rapping guys simply using profanity. Oh, salvation comes to you, boom, 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 this and that, and everything is messed up. That's garbage. That's garbage message. So be serious, like Adam and Eve in the Slavonic life of Adam and Eve. Repent, fast. The next and probably the last thing I want you, I think that maybe I will tell you that because you know I'm just now, just trying to discern if I should tell you. But behind the scene of this Slavonic life of Adam and Eve, you can see not directly but indirectly the monstrous character of the original sin, something very heavy, very dark, very pushy, the form of life that was very destructive, monstrosity. And you can see in human history this battle that is always there, the battle between, let us say, the seed of the serpent and the seed of Adam and Eve, or the seed of darkness and the seed of God and human beings. You can see those different strange forms of life all around our earth, in different cultures. Like you can experience those dragon-like cultures in China or Japan. You see this in Greek mythology, for example, all those half human, half animal figures. You see this in Aztec or Mayan civilization, those masked people, those creatures walking around and making everybody else afraid. You see that seed of the serpent in human culture, in human history. And you see the seed of righteousness of Adam and Eve, of God, with the name of Yahweh in it. And this battle continues. And this battle is very visible nowadays, because I can tell you right now that I see that stuff anywhere. I see those monstrous changes of life that are going against God's design in our educational system, in our healthcare system, in almost every social system of life. You have to discern it, because it is very profound thing to realize that the real battle is always between good and evil, always, in every human culture, everywhere on earth. So let us really realize this today, and let us look at it, let us see the monstrosity of sinfulness and the blessed state of being righteous, of following God's laws, God's commandments. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, those three things in this Slavonic Slavonic life of Adam and Eve. The first one, the authority. When the authority is lost, you have to regain it. You have to reconsecrate yourself to God once again. The seriousness of faith, be really serious. And the real, I would say, the reality of evil in our lives and the reality of this battle between good and evil. It is in this little text. And I invite you to read this text, and to have your own observations. Thank you very much for today. May God bless you. Bye.